Hello?
Hi, is this Michelle?
Yes, this is she.
Michelle, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
I'm sorry, what is that?
Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
What are you?
What is it, Jubal? The radio show?
Oh, okay. What can I do for you?
So you've heard our show before?
I have heard of it.
Oh, you've heard of it. Nice. Okay, that's fine.
Works
You
for
know
us.
what? It's better actually to just have heard of us than to have actually heard the show. So you're doing well.
It's more enjoyable that way.
I'm calling you because one of our listeners, someone who does listen to the show, actually wanted us to get a hold of you.
That's kind of weird. But okay.
You recently went out on a date with him.
Oh.
Have you been out on a lot of dates recently, or do you think you know who I'm talking about?
No, not a lot. Just one.
Was his name Jack?
Oh my God. Yes, it was with a guy named Jack.
All right. Well, Jack emailed us because he wanted us to call you. He's wondering why you're not answering any of his text messages or phone calls, because he would love to see you again. He did tell us about the way that you met, and I thought it was pretty awkward that he contacted you while you're trying to interview for a job at his company or whatever. But he said he enjoyed your time together and really wanted to see you again. So he asked if we'd call you and see if we could get you on the phone and find out why you don't want to go out with Jack again.
I don't know if I'm, comfortable talking about this.
He basically wants to know. So if it's embarrassing for you and you don't want to talk about it, okay, I still would like to know, but that's fine. I understand. But if it's something that is embarrassing about him, he's willing to hear the answer.
I mean, he's fine, I guess. But
Yes.
That's a good sell.
well, it wasn't even like that. Like the job that I was interviewing for the day that I met him, I really want.
Right.
And I thought it would be, I don't know, I guess I thought of it more like a prudent networking kind of thing rather than...
Okay. So you were like, I'll make a good connection at the office. Hopefully maybe he can put in a good word for me. I can get the job.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And, I was sort of using it as an opportunity to kind of suss out, where I stood with the company. He didn't really give me any details, but, the one thing that I did get out of him was that he'd seen my resume and that a lot of really qualified people had applied and just sort of implied, he didn't say, but he kind of implied that, I wasn't qualified, which, I mean, it offended me, honestly.
Yeah. That's kind of rude to say to somebody.
But
yeah, I saw your resume, but you really don't match up to the other candidates. I'm sorry to let you down here, but I'll buy you a drink if that'll help.
Michelle, are you sure he just wasn't nervous and maybe mentioned that because he didn't really want to talk about work and you were bringing it up?
Maybe, but honestly, I just was like, well, okay, if this is how it is, then that's the end of the line for us. You know what I mean?
You were using him to get the job, and then when he told you that you probably weren't qualified in not so many words, you were over it.
I wasn't using him to get the job. I was using the drinks as a networking opportunity.
Yeah. In other words, yeah, exactly. So, I mean, that's pretty much what happened, right? You just wanted to go out, and then once you felt like he was telling you you weren't material for their company, you're like, okay, well, I don't want to go out with him on a date again.
And I don't want to, lead him astray if he wants other things from me that
Perfect.
I cannot give. I mean, that's how you play the game.
Yeah.
Am I right?
No, you're right. Yeah. It's all about connections and stuff like that. And I don't think you should lead anybody astray ever. That's why I'm going to tell you that Jack is on the phone with us right now.
Are you kidding me?
No, I'm not. Jack?
Hey.
Oh my God, you've got to be kidding me. This is bullshit.
Well, at least now he knows what the deal was, Michelle.
Well, yeah, I guess so. I guess now you know what the deal is, Jack.
You could have just texted me back.
I do, but you seem like the kind of guy that would take any sort of feedback as encouragement, and I don't want to encourage you, straight up.
How about just, hey, I had a good time too, I don't want to go out again?
I mean, I did have a good time, but I'm not going to be your girlfriend. I'm not going to you if that's what we're talking about.
Wow.
Or you could have texted back, I don't think I'm going to be able to use you to get that job.
Oh.
Yeah, maybe I should have. Maybe I should have texted back to you. I'm sure you would have taken it really well since you're the kind of weirdo who puts girls on the radio instead of being a damn grown-up and leaving me the alone.
Wow, that escalated quickly, Michelle.
I mean, this is inappropriate. I didn't know, like, I would have presented this very differently if I had known that this dude was on the phone, and that's inappropriate not to let someone know and to put them on the radio. Like, I don't even know how that's legal. Like, I don't even know why I'm still on the phone with you guys. Because
you do know that you're
up.
You're probably still on the phone because you don't have a job to go to.
he said
Michelle,
that you were still up for the position right now.
Oh, there's not a chance she's going to get it. You should see her resume.
The closet coming
Wow,
out.
all right. So both you guys are obviously just upset at each other.
Oh, yeah, no, it's cool because I thought I wanted to work for this company, but I obviously don't want to work for a bunch of freaks who stop girls' emails from their resumes and then ask them out on a date. I can get a job somewhere else.
Just a little tip. Comic Sans is not the font you want to use on a resume.
Yeah, thanks for your feedback. I appreciate it.
Wow.
Michelle, at this point, I would love to ask if you'll go out on a second date with Jack. You guys can discuss new business opportunities. Just call it a new business meeting. How about that?
Working again.
Like I said, I don't even know why I'm still on the phone with you people, and of course I'm not going to go out with this ass.
Maybe someone listening has a
Yeah.
job opening that'd like to hire you instead.
Dude, Michelle's a go-getter.
She would be so much fun at the Christmas
Yeah.
party.
Jack, would you like to go out with Michelle again after hearing this conversation?
Well, no. However, I will let Michelle make my latte for me when she gets that other job.
Whoa!